Starting tonight with a Fox 10 News exclusive. Surveillance video from the night 18-year-old Randon Lee was killed.
We have that video that shows the alleged gunman just seconds before and seconds after that deadly shooting. We originally held the video because of the investigation, but now we believe it's time you should see it.
Although Pritchard police say they have persons of interest in the case, no one has been arrested. Here's part of that video now. Watch the guy running around a gas pump and then jumping in a car. You can clearly see a gun in his hand. Now, this is the moment right after Lee was shot inside his car at that Pritchard gas station.
Fox 10 News' Ariel Mallory joins us now from the Breaking News Center. Ariel, this video clearly shows the man with a gun and the car that he was in.
Yeah, it really does, Byron and Lanice, and that's one of the reasons why we've decided to show it tonight, because this case remains unsolved. Now, it's important to know that the video is not graphic. It does not show the shooting, but you can clearly see everything that happens before and after the crime. For the first time tonight, you're seeing surveillance video from the night 18-year-old Randon Lee was shot to death. The son of a TikTok star was killed during a drug deal at a Pritchard gas station on June 24th. Around 7:30 that night, a black car parks by a gas pump. You can see the passenger in the red hoodie step out of the car, but immediately gets back in. According to the unedited video we obtained, Lee pulls up to the opposite pump about a minute later in a silver car. The guy in the red hoodie immediately gets out, clearly trying to conceal a gun in his right hand as he waits for other cars to drive off before he walks to Lee's car. It appears he gets in the back seat directly behind the driver's seat, closing the door behind him. What happens next is blocked by the gas pump, but after 11 seconds inside the car, the man rushes back with the gun still in his hand. He jumps in the black car and the driver takes off. At the same time, Lee, who was shot in the back, pulls out of the gas station and drives across the street to another gas station where investigators say he crashed and died. Now, we're hoping one of you recognize the guy with the gun or the car he was in. If you do, call Pritchard Police. Live tonight in the Breaking News Center, Ariel Mallory, Fox 10 News.
Starting with that big breaking news tonight, a 20-year-old Saraland man in Metro accused of taking part in the killing of 18-year-old Randon Lee.
Lee is the son of local TikTok star Ophelia Nichols. He was gunned down at a Pritchard gas station in June. Just a few hours ago, Reuben Gully turned himself on a murder charge, turned himself in.
And this is a story that we broke on our app. Ariel Mallory confirming the arrest with the DA's office.
And Ariel, you have some new reporting on when a warrant was signed for Gully's arrest.
Yeah, I do, Lanice and Shelby. It looks like Gully has been wanted for a couple of weeks now. According to jail records, a murder warrant was issued on August 4th. Well, tonight, that warrant was executed when Gully walked right into this building and surrendered. Almost 2 months later, an arrest has been made in connection to the killing of 18-year-old Randon Lee. Reuben Gully surrendered at Metro Jail around 5 tonight. He's charged with murder. Lee was shot and killed back in June during what police say was a drug deal. This is surveillance video from that day at the First Stop gas station. It clearly shows someone in a red hoodie get out the passenger side of the black car and walk over to get in the back seat of Lee's car. 11 seconds later, you see the alleged shooter hop out of the back seat, run back to the car with the gun still in his hands before they take off. Lee on the opposite side drives across the street to another gas station where investigators say he crashed and died. Now, it's unclear if investigators believe Gully was the shooter or the getaway driver. We may learn that tomorrow when he's scheduled for a bond hearing. Live tonight outside Metro Jail, Ariel Mallory, Fox 10 News.
Welcome back to EB25 to Life. This case here is kind of like, from the first look of it, it was more of a drug deal gone wrong kind of situation. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Guy got out of his car. I mean, they met at a gas station. One guy gets out, get in the other guy's car, backseat, It has all the indication of drug deal. My thing is, well, how did it go wrong? It's like from the look of it, there's a robbery going on. Right? But who's doing the robbery? Is it the guy with the money or the guy with the drugs? And it's a question where uh we don't really know the answer of, because everything happened in the vehicle, you know. We just saw one guy hopped out and run into his car, and the other guy who was shot ran into to something and crashed and dies. But who was robbing who? How did it get to that point, right? Um, I've seen this happen, you know, that over and over, to the point where and two guys meets and one guy doesn't have what the other guys was meeting for, and only intention was to rob what the other guy was bringing, and it happens all the time. You know, it's nothing new. Um, but the kind of crazy thing about it is, I mean, there has to be. I mean, everyone involved will be arrested. They all get locked up for this. They will all get locked up for this. I mean, um, first of all, you don't just, I mean, as far as the evidence goes, there's gonna be a whole lot of evidence. I mean, fingerprints on all the cars, and they already got the surveillance, and pretty sure they got the cell phones record, text message, and that's one thing about drug deals. I mean, your phone will give you up. You know, it'll put you on that scene. And if you was there at the time that happened, it will say that you was there. And as far as, you know, text going through the phone, when there's text messages, you know, that's gonna say that you was in communication with that guy that day. You know, you agreed to meet with him in that location and agree to bring this and that. I mean, the names, everything that you need will be in that phone. So these guys, they pretty much, I mean, that guy that pulled the trigger, you know, he's fucked. You know, ain't no coming back from that. He gone. That's 25 to life. Ain't no coming back. And this one guy, Ruben, I believe, Gully turned himself in. Of course he had to, because he had a warrant. You know, you can't run from that. Once your name is everywhere and you have no money, no resources to go to hide, eventually you're gonna get caught. There won't be no room for you to hide. So you might as well, instead of sleeping in the streets all the time, you might as well go to jail. Because ain't nobody going to take you in once they see that face. And the harboring a fugitive is a charge in itself. So turn yourself in. I mean, you have no choice. Unless you got the money to hide. But as far as that goes. So anyway, he turns himself in. And kind of curious of how they found him, like to put his name out like that. I'm pretty sure the phone has something to do with it. Maybe he was the one in communication with the guy that he was the guy that got killed, the guy he was doing the drug deal with. And with Ham turning himself in, I mean, there was a driver, and with the hoodie on, the guy that came out with the gun with the hoodie on, you can't really see his face. So nobody really knows if it was him. If it was that Ruben guy, if it was him that really hopped out with the red hoodie and did that whole shooting. Nobody really know, because there was a driver and the passenger, which was him, which was the guy with the red hoodie who came out. So there was like two people, at least two people in that car. You know? It could have been more. Who knows? And as far as the other cars go, we don't know how many. I mean, we don't really know how many people was in there yet. They never even, you know, elaborate on that. And it's because first of all, why would you hop in the back seat of a car? I mean, I don't understand. That's one thing about the whole situation. Kind of feels like he's done it before, like they've met before, because dude was so comfortable and just hopping into that man car, just open the back seat and just get right in. Like he's done it before. Like they knew each other. That's not the first time they done it before. No, they have done it before. You know, it's not their first time. And And the thing is, I mean, most of the time when you hop in the back seat, it's probably because somebody else is in the front seat. And let's put this out there. If you out here buying, selling whatever drugs you're into, never let anybody hop in the back of your car sitting behind you. That's a big no. You don't do that. You know, that's something you never, ever, ever allow to happen. You know, unless I mean, even if it's two of you guys, make sure that guy that's coming in the car, that third party, has to be in that front seat. If you're in your car and the third party's joining you to do a drug deal or whatever it is, the crime y'all into, make sure if y'all selling him or buying from him, make sure and he has to be in that front seat with you. And you don't do stuff like that by yourself, by the way. You don't go home and meet with somebody that you only met like a few times, whatever it is, by yourself. You know, you find somebody to go with. You know what I'm saying? Call somebody, yo, meet me. Come with me. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do something right quick. I gotta go to the gas station. Come with me. And then don't be so naive, because come on, man, nobody had to die. And was it really that much money involved to the point where this had to happen? I don't know, man. It's just kind of crazy how this happened. And I believe the guy that died is related. It was a son of a TikTok star. I'm not sure who that person is, but anyway, that kind of made major news because of that, I guess. But anyway, I mean, it made main page, front page. But anyway, R.I.P. to the kid, man. I think he was like 15 years old. It's kind of sad. I mean, to go out like that. Come on, man. I mean, that's pretty sad. That's crazy, man. But yeah, man. From the looks of it, it feels like a robbery. Not sure who was getting robbed, and the guy that turned himself in, he's probably going, I don't know. I feel like he's not the one. He didn't do the shooting. The reason why he turned himself, I feel like the reason why he really kind of turned himself in is because he really kind of like, maybe he didn't have anything to do with what happened. Maybe he was a driver. And his plan was to turn himself in and then turn the other guy in that actually did the shooting and get less time. Who knows, you know? But anyway, man, it's pretty sad, you know. It's crazy it's crazy out here, man. Yeah, RIP to the kid, man. You guys, man, stay safe out there, man. If you're really into that stuff, like we buying drugs, like the buying or selling drugs and stuff like that, you can't trust that people that you're dealing with, man. It's a dirty game, you know. Don't let anybody ever hops in the back of your car in your blind side. Like, you can't really, you gotta turn around and meet to talk to them. Come on, man. That's not how you do it if you are into that kind of stuff, you know. But anyways, that's all I got for you guys, man. Subscribe, like, and like I say, click likes for more updates. And anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Just subscribe and like the channel, and I have more videos, more content coming. I'll keep you guys updated. Just subscribe and likes so you guys can get all the latest on everything that's going on, all the crazy people out there and stuff like that. All right, man. Peace.